welcome to another Simple Crafts with Miss Maggie for June 3rd. So today we're making lions out of paper, and we still have to kind of finish his tail a little bit because we have to make it kind of a little stringier. But this is our basic lion. So for this project, we're going to need eyeballs. You can make your own eyeballs with white paper and black magic marker. What I did as usual is I usually copy and paste from Google Images eyeballs onto a sheet of paper, and then I print it, and then I just keep using them for my different projects. So we have that. We need yellow paper. These are my scraps that I'm going to keep using. We need black paper, orange paper for the mane, a scissor, a marker, a glue stick, a small can to make a smaller circle, and then a bigger circle. So we need to be able to trace these. So one is going to be the face of the lion, and the other one, the one that's larger, is going to be what's going to be used for the mane, to trace the mane. Okay, so let's get started. So really the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the yellow piece of paper and we're going to fold it in half the long way. See how it's the long way? And we're going to open it up. And we're going to cut it down the middle. Okay, we're going to put this piece aside. Then we're going to take this piece of paper and we're going to fold it in half. It's going to look like this. Then we're going to open this and we're going to fold it in half again to the crease. And the same thing on this side. So it's going to look like this. Then you're going to take one little piece, maybe about ½ an inch. You're going to fold it like this. You're going to make that rectangle a little bit smaller, so just a little flap. Now we're going to flip it over to the other side, and this is where we're going to do the tail. So you're going to take this part of the piece of paper, and you're just going to cut a strip. You're not going to cut it out, you're just going to cut 2 lines. Okay, so it looks like this. So now your paper looks like this. When you glue it, it's going to look like this. So see, when you're gluing it, you're going to have this piece of paper or this flap. You're going to fold this back like this, and that's going to form the tail. You're going to leave that folded back. So let's do some gluing. We're going to glue right along this ridge right here. And use a lot of glue on here so it sticks really good. You're going to take it, you're going to glue it right on to the back. You're going to have the tail sticking out. So now we're going to cut some strips into the tail. So you're just going to cut but not cut all the way up. See how you have some strips now? And then we're going to round the feet a little bit. We're just going to take our scissor and trim, making it a little rounder. See how it's a little rounder? I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. So then you have 2 feet. And don't worry if they're not perfectly symmetrical, it's okay. There's no wrong way to do this. Now we're going to take our magic marker and we're going to make 3 little slits. That's going to be his claws. So now he has claws. Okay, we're going to put this aside. We're going to take the strip that we had that was left over, and we're going to take the smaller circle, and we're going to trace that. I'm going to cut that part out. So the smaller circle is the inside of the lion's face, or the inside of the lion's mane, where his face goes. Okay, so now we have 1 small circle. Now we're going to take my scrap of orange paper and we're going to trace the larger circle. Okay, we're almost done cutting. So now we have the larger orange circle. So next we're going to take a small piece of the leftover yellow and we're going to fold it into about an inch wide strip. Let's see if the glue stick fits on there. It just about fits on there. So we're going to use the smaller circle and trace that. Okay, we're going to put this aside. So now we have what's going to be the 2 little ears. We have all these circles. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to glue on the ears. You only want to glue about halfway up the ears because you want them to stick out a little bit. So now you have the ears, the face. So next we're going to do the mane. So the mane of a lion is a little shaggy. So we're going to fold it in half. And we're going to start trimming. We're going to cut but not cut out. So you're going to cut part way up, kind of just like making little slits with your scissor. They don't have to be too thin. And we're almost done with the slits. So now, looks like this. When you open it, it's going to look like this. So we're just going to flatten that out a little bit. The next thing is going to be to glue the lion's face onto the mane. So you're going to take a lot of glue. It's going to get a little messy doing this, but it's worth it. It's going to come out really good. You're going to take this piece and you're going to put it right in the middle. Okay, we have the beginnings of a lion. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab the eyeballs, and like I said earlier, you can make your own eyeballs out of white paper and black paper. You can make the little insides of the eyeballs with the black paper. We're just going to cut these out. Getting a lot of practice with our scissors today. Here's one eyeball. And like I said, if it's easier for you to copy and paste them from an image on Google, that's fine too. That's what I do. And I just keep reusing what I have until I run out. Okay. So now we have two eyeballs. So we're gonna see what they look like when they're on here. Great. Let's glue the eyeballs. Take the other one. Don't worry if you get a little glue on the face because it's going to dry clear anyway. Okay. So now we have the eyeballs on there. We need a nose and a mouth now. So we're going to take our black piece of paper and we have some scraps. So we're just going to cut out a little piece of scrap here. And we're going to fashion a little bit of a nose. So right now we have a triangle. We're going to make it a little rounder. So it looks like this right now. We're going to make it a little rounder around the edges. He's got a kind of a funny little nose. Okay, so we have a nose, so he needs his mouth now. So we're just going to take and make a J and another J And so now we have the lion's face, which is really cute. Now we're going to go back to the body. We had the tail and we had the paws. So now we need to put the face on top. So we're going to take the halfway mark here and we're going to glue all this down. So for this, we need a lot of glue also. Okay, so we have a lot of glue on there. We're going to hold the inside. We're going to stick our fingers in there and we're going to push and we're going to hold that there for about 10 seconds. Okay, and there you have it. You have a funny little lion. So now we have two. So I hope you enjoyed this week's simple craft, and I hope you enjoy the story time as well this week. If you have any questions, you can always email me, but I hope you have the best rest of the week possible. Take care. Bye-bye.